welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, this is so dumb. Okay, so this is not like a normal video that I had planned or anything. I'm actually in the middle of researching a different video, but I just got something stuck in my head and I keep thinking about it, and it's the kind of thing that gets me stuck all the time, just these random thoughts that I have. And I was wondering if like other people think about these kind of things too, and based off of how I feel about it, like what that says about me or whatever. I'm just gonna get into it. Basically, I had a really good friend growing up, all throughout childhood through high school, and he would always come up with these crazy like would you rather questions. Like some of them were just like, would you rather, get $50 million at once or $1,000 a week, or most of the time they were like pretty crazy. Like I would be on AOL Instant Messenger, and like the second I sign on, he'd screen or send me a message like, would you rather ingest this gross bodily fluid or have this diseased whatever injected into you? Like just crazy things that they would make you think though. And he would always come up with them, and they would really like, I don't know, it tells you a lot about a person, like what they decide, like based on the question. And okay, I'm just gonna get into it. I'll tell you what the question is, what I decided, why I decided this, and then I'm really curious, like, to know if you guys think I'm weird for picking the thing that I picked, or what you yourself pick. Okay, so this is gonna be, I guess, like the Oscars edition of this, and based on you guys' response to this video, I thought it might be fun if this was like an ongoing thing, like would you rather whatever. So this is the first one, Oscars edition. This is literally just, I haven't researched any of this, like this is just something that I can't stop thinking about, and hopefully once I make this video I'll be able to move on to make like regularly scheduled content. So if I don't have like all of my facts 100%, I'll probably pop up somewhere on the screen like the actual like correct information, so look out for that. But this is literally just like how my mind works. Hopefully it doesn't like scare you guys off. Okay, so the Oscars were a little while ago, and I didn't watch, but I heard that they were just not great, for a number of different reasons. I'm sure that, obviously COVID had a lot to do with it, them not being able to do what they were planning on doing, but I heard it wasn't great. And usually I don't really watch the Oscars. Like I'm very interested in who wins and stuff, but I'll usually just watch clips or listen to like a podcast, read articles, like catch up after. But it's just, I suffer very seriously from secondhand embarrassment in the speeches. Like usually I cringe like watching people make speeches. So that's like the main reason that I don't watch them. And a lot of the times I just haven't had time to see all the movies. So whatever, that's that. But I was thinking back to like some of like the highlights of the Oscars in previous years. And there's always like, some kind of narrative going around. And I remember one year, one of my favorite movies by my favorite directors, Fargo by the Coen brothers, was up for a ton of Oscars. I think that that's the first time that I became aware of who they were. Fargo, if you've never seen it, definitely check it out. Awesome movie. But Joel Coen, one of the writers and directors, is married to Frances McDormand. And that year, she starred in the movie Fargo and was also nominated for Best Actress. And they were nominated, Joel and Ethan, I think, for Fargo was nominated for Best Picture. I think they were probably up for Best Director. And I also believe Best Original Screenplay. So Joel Coen, one of the Coen brothers, is married to Frances McDormand, and they've been married for a long time before this. I believe this is the 1996 or 1997 Oscars, but they've been married, I think, since like the late 80s. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if she had up till that point been in all of his movies, but she's been in a lot of them. Like I think that's how I know who she is too, from being in Coen brother movies. But they had made a few movies before Fargo, but this was the one that really blew them up and like made the public like super aware of like how immensely talented they are. So they're nominated, and so is she, all for Fargo, and they end up winning. She wins Best Actress, Best Lead Actress, and they win together Best Original Screenplay. I know that she's won more than one Oscar. I'm not sure if I think this might have been her first one. If not, I'm sure it was an awesome night for them. Like, Her husband and his brother are super talented, so is she. They'd all been in the industry for a long time, and like this is their night. Like it's their movie together. They wrote it, they directed it, she starred in it. They're all being recognized for it. Like I can't even imagine like how exciting that would be. And everybody says it's like such an honor just to be nominated, and I'm sure that it is, but to share that, like all of your hard work for, I think they've probably been married for like, or together for like 10 years at this point, working together, working so hard, knowing like that you're great at what you do and I'm great at what I do. Like one day, I'm sure that they're not in it for the prizes, but like it would be cool to like be rewarded individually, but definitely together. I have no idea how they really feel about this. It's just what I think. So turns out they all win. And I'm sure that, they had champagne, huge party, celebrations afterwards, what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure it was an awesome night for them. So yeah, that is the first scenario. Winning an Oscar with your significant other. Not that like either one of them is responsible for the other's win, but Frances McDormand is an awesome actress. I'm sure, she made their words come to life, and shined a light on how great the screenplay was. Same with their words, giving her the ability to showcase her acting. Like they did it together, I would say, and they both won. Awesome. Okay, so that's the first scenario. Second scenario, we have, I believe it was 2010, possibly. Again, I could be off, but I believe it was 2010. This is a different relationship meets Oscars scenario. Catherine Bigelow directed The Hurt Locker. She was nominated for Best Director up against her ex-husband, James Cameron, who was nominated for directing Avatar. If you were around at the time that Avatar came out, it was a huge deal. Made a ton of money. I went to see it and it was fine. Like it was good. Like don't get me wrong. It was like visually stunning. Like I think we saw it in 3D. It looked really awesome. It just, to say like how big of a movie it was, I feel like it didn't really leave like a huge cultural imprint. Like I don't remember like tons of quotes or anything coming out of it. Like, but it made so much money. It became the number one highest grossing movie of all time, and it replaced, like James Cameron replaced himself. Titanic was previously the highest grossing movie of all time, directed by James Cameron, up until Avatar came out, and then he beat him. Like that's huge. So they're both nominated for Best Director, and I remember at that time the narrative around all of that was, I believe that at the time she was only the second woman nominated for Best Directing Oscar, which is an amazing achievement in itself. But again, she's nominated against her ex-husband, and I don't know how long they were married or how long they had been split up at this point. I just know that they were previously married. They were no longer married. James Cameron's nominated for Avatar, huge movie. She's nominated for The Hurt Locker, which I don't think obviously didn't do as well at the box office, but I saw it, I loved it. I remember everybody that I know that saw it loved it. It's a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. So leading up to the Oscars, there was like tons of articles like who's gonna win, like Bigelow versus Cameron, all of that. And if you ever like go back and watch any clips, or if you watch the Oscars that night, like this is just the vibe that I got from James Cameron. Like he thought he had it like sewed up. Like it was a lock. Like this is his night. He's about to win. It's cute, Catherine, that like you're nominated, whatever, but like don't hold your breath. Like I got this. He did not say any of these things at all. This is just from the interviews that I saw with him and like on the red carpet. It was pretty clear that he thought that he was gonna win. He didn't. Catherine Bigelow ended up winning. I was fucking stoked. Like, I have no skin in this game, obviously, but like, as a woman, I wanted her to win because so few had even been nominated up until that point. And like, I don't know, like I wanted her to beat her ex-husband. I don't know James Cameron personally, obviously, but yeah, I wanted her to win, and she did. It was super cool. You could tell that she was like really excited, as anybody would be. But she was really happy to win, and I don't remember him like being visibly like pissed off or anguished or anything, but I'm sure he was not. thrilled to lose to anybody. But I can only imagine that his frustration and disappointment was only compounded by the fact that he lost to his ex-wife. Which, sorry, James Cameron, like, you'll have to just settle for having the #1 and #2 highest grossing movies. But anyways, that's the second scenario. To me, obviously, if you're gonna win an Oscar, you probably just want to win on your own without any of like this baggage, whether it's your happily married spouse or your ex. You'd probably just rather win by yourself. But for the purposes of this video and this would you rather, what would you guys rather? Would you rather, if you are in like a great relationship with your husband or your wife, whatever, significant other, that you guys both win, like, yay, we both won Oscars, like, for the same movie, this is so awesome, we did it together, like, here's our statues, we won, like, hell yeah? Or would you rather, my ex, suck it, I beat you, like, I won an Oscar, like, you thought you were the main director, and like, I have an Academy Award, and I took your opportunity for one. Like, I not only did I get one, like, you didn't get one because I got one. Like, I got it. Those are the options. I was watching the other night, like, I was super tired, but I couldn't go to sleep yet. Like, my kids were still up. Jason was at work, and like, sleeping was not, couldn't do it. I needed to put something on to keep my attention while I was trying to get some work done and whatever. I decided to watch the movie There Will Be Blood, which is an amazing movie, which I think that actually won an Oscar too for Best Picture. So this all ties in. Daniel Day-Lewis, DDL, I'm pretty sure he also won an Oscar for this role. So it's all coming together. In the movie though, DDL's character, Daniel Plainview, says to the character Henry, this is kind of what like had originally got my mind going. He says, I don't know the exact quote, I'll put it up, but he says something like, I have a competition in me, like I want no others to succeed. Something along those lines. Like, he's a very competitive person to the point where like he doesn't just want to win, but he wants nobody else to win, like just him. And that hit me because I was like, I'm not like that. Like, it's weird. I am competitive in like a direct competition kind of way. Like, if we're playing a board game together, I'm extremely competitive when it comes to like the game Cranium, Monopoly, something like that. Like, if I can see my competition, I want to win, like no questions. A race, anything like that, I am very competitive. That is how I am. But in like the abstract, like, I'm not trying to be like the #1 YouTuber. Like, I'm not coming for PewDiePie or something like that. You know, I want to do well, but I like, world domination is not like something that I aspire to. Like, I just, you know, I want to be fine. But like, not being able to see who I'm specifically competing against, like, I don't see things in a competitive way like that. This character though was saying like, I want to take over, I want to be the boss, I want to be the only one who wins, and I'm not like that. I also remember another quote that hit me one time. I heard Serena Williams. She has not won an Oscar, but that has probably just because she's not ever really tried to, because let's be honest, there's probably not much that Serena can't do. She puts her mind to it. But anyways, she said something that, I don't know if she's the first person to say it, but when I heard her say it, it really hit me. She said that she hates losing more than she likes winning. And that was something that I definitely felt. Like, the feeling of winning is great, but it's like fleeting. Like, it feels really good at the time. It feels awesome in the moment and for however long. But like, I don't know, for me personally, you win, it's great, yay, but then you move on. The feeling that lingers with me longer and like more is losing. And I just hate it. Like, I don't, obviously nobody's out here like, oh, I fucking love losing. Like, I get that. But what she was saying, and I'm sure you understand what I mean, I'm not gonna harp on it, but like, losing sucks more than winning is great. It's how I feel. It is how she feels. So for basically that reason is why I would prefer, in the would you rather scenario, the Catherine Bigelow win over James Cameron versus the Frances McDormand and Joel Coen winning together. Is that weird that I like it would be better, in my opinion, to beat someone, like beat your ex, than just win with your significant other. Like, is there something like weird about me? Because that's how I think. Like, winning with your significant other would be awesome. But like, if she didn't win and he did, I'm sure she would still be really happy for him, and vice versa. Or if neither of them won, it would still be awesome that like their hard work was, they were both nominated. Like, that would still be good. Like, both of those, you'd still be super appreciative, super grateful. You're still recognized. Like, everything would be fine if you both lost, or if one of you lost, as long as you weren't competing. I feel like the opposite though, like the scenario with Catherine Bigelow and James Cameron, like me losing to my ex is like, that outcome is inconceivable. Like, I don't even know how I would handle that. Like, it would be great to be nominated, but not winning versus my ex would be so shitty. Like, I don't even know other words to describe it. I don't know, like, that would really fuck me up. And it's really for that reason, like the fact that I hate losing more than winning. If I lost, I know that I would hate that more. So I would much rather win in that scenario, just to avoid the feeling of losing in that scenario. Does that, you guys get what I'm saying? But I want to know, like, is that weird? What do you think? What would you prefer? If you are in like a happy, loving relationship, or even if you're not, just use your imagination. If you guys both won, that would be awesome. Everybody's fucking stoked, popping bottles, hell yeah. But if you have ever experienced a breakup, or again, use your imagination, knowing your own competitive nature, how you feel about things in this case, would you prefer to beat your ex rather than win with your significant other? I am very, very curious about what you guys think, about what you think, about what I think, and what would you prefer? And also let me know what you think about like this kind of video. Like I said, this is not anything planned. I just grabbed this microphone and started talking. I'm gonna get back to work now, but like hopefully now that I've gotten this out, I can focus on something else. But yeah, that's just a little bit into how my brain works. I really want to know though what you guys think, and if you think that I'm weird, or like, I don't know, any kind of demented because I chose what I chose. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for watching this. Unless you guys like tell me that you really like it, this is not something that I plan on doing all the time, but I thought it was just something that I couldn't stop thinking about. And I want to know what you guys think. And if you're gonna have a YouTube channel, like, what's the point if you can't put out content like this when you want to? Thank you so much. If you did like this video, you know, like it. If you want to see more videos from me, subscribe. I appreciate all of the time that you've given me so far, so I'm gonna let you guys go, and I hope that you guys have a really good rest of your night. Bye.